Shalom.
Shalom.
We are the brothers from the GMS Indianapolis camp to branch out here in Indianapolis, Indiana. All right, through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shem Shai. Before we start, we'd like to give all honor and glory and praise to
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Makakwadash.
Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that teach this truth and will well. Wa Shalom to sincere Akim that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, that's pushing this truth in sincerity and in charity. My name is Yeremia from the GMS Indianapolis camp, and I'm with the brother
Nathan.
All right, through the spirit and power, Yahweh Shem Shai. You know, I'm just gonna do a quick in transit, man. Just going into the prophecy of Isaiah 4:1. Okay, going into how you know, women are gonna cleave unto a man of the Lord in that day.
Yep.
All right. Hey, as a matter of fact, if you could grab Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6.
Con 33 verse 6.
You know, because these women, they're gonna be looking for a man that, that's stable in the mind, strong in the mind, or knows what's going on. Ultimately a man in Yahweh Shem Shai.
Yeah.
Because things are gonna get so bad. Hey, these dudes out here, all right, in the world, man, all right, these wicked jakes out here, man, the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, is not gonna be with them.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the Lord's not gonna be a protector of them, man. They're gonna be out there, getting judgment, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And these women, they're gonna be looking for a man to what?
Really comfort them.
Could comfort them.
Hide them from the. I'm gonna get that too. That's why. Look here, look at the scripture. Isaiah 33 verse 6. It says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh Shem Shai is his treasure."
That's right, man. So ultimately, man, a man that fears Yahweh Shem Shai, all right, and applies the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures, all right, is going to be set apart from the majority of these people in this world, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, because they're going to be obtaining favor and having that protection, and also knowing how to move.
Yeah.
All right, within this demonic playground,
Mm-hmm.
which kind.
And then ultimately, go ahead, because women, they're gonna see that surety on our faces. Lord willing, we're that elect number, because we understand and prepare. We prepared our minds for the things the evil times that are coming upon the face of the earth. Because remember, the days that are coming, especially during Jacob's trouble, is what? Hey, men are gonna be like women in this day.
Mm-hmm.
All right, holding on like they're having birth pains. Because of the things that are coming upon the face of the earth. So what? Man's heart's failing them for the things coming. Roughly paraphrasing. So when they see all this destruction and shit happening, and they see the men of the Lord, they have prepared their minds. So it's like a walk in the park for us, because we've been waiting on this moment. Versus the people of this world, they put zero focus into the end times, into Yahweh Shem Shai, and this prophecy's coming to pass, man. All right. So which takes us back to what? First we're starting on this Isaiah 4:1. And in that day, 7 women shall. Everybody, hold on. Look at something. This Isaiah. I'm gonna start at chapter 3 because it starts in the 3rd chapter. Isaiah chapter 3, verse. I'll start verse. I'll start at 25, straight to the point.
Mm-hmm.
It says, "Thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty in the war." Right, because you got the men, which vast majority of the men, they're going to be going off to war, to World War III. All right, the Battle of Armageddon, which they're not going to return. So that alone is going to leave women super defenseless here in America, Babylon the Great. All right, which they're a prey, because women are naturally a prey anyways, because really they're a prey to men as far, even when you're obtaining one to be your wife. Men run the hunt, right? Just naturally. But how much more when you got troops invading and people losing their mind because all hell's breaking loose? They're going to ravish women, man, because of what? Of their pride. That's why it says that's when she that is my enemy shall see it. All right, so women that have been puffed up in Esau Edom, the so-called white man's system, because this place has been made for women to get over on top of men, man. All right, because like I said, there's a new thing on the earth that women should mass a man, and that's in these last few centuries. This ain't like a super old thing, because men have always ran things. You know, but that's been used to attack ultimately what the Israelite man, because we're actually the ones that are really set up to be fruitful and multiply. You know, because we got that urge to have sex and to obtain women. All right, the Israelite man. That's why we get this quote unquote, we're cheaters, you so-called black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Right, we got that title, which you know, men can't cheat.
Right. Yeah. That so-called, which all that is nothing but a wicked ass social construct.
Yep.
All right, to keep the Israelite man oppressed.
Yep.
You know, because it's in the Israelite man's nature to have multiple women. Yep. Period, man. Our forefathers dealt with multiple women, man.
Yep.
You know, they ain't just have one wife. It ain't like Esau, a white picket fence, one wife and a single child or two kids, man.
Yep. And mind you that the one wife is telling you what to do. The honey-do list, and nothing wrong with your woman asking you if you can do something, but the woman,
serving unto them.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be a servant unto them. Yeah, to the point where they're holding back box and shit because you ain't doing what they want. You know, fuck that's wicked, man. It says, back to Isaiah 3, verse 26, it says, "And her gates shall lament and mourn, and she, being desolate, shall sit upon the ground." Right, because these women are going to be through without protection of a man. These women ain't tough, man. Like, they've been trying to show in these movies, all these women superheroes, and it's the guy scared in the action movies now, and that's the woman that's got it all figured out. And she was a school teacher, now she's taking vengeance against a whole crime organization, kicking the shit out of, beating men to death, you know? All this craziness, man. That's not realistic. But it's upheld here in America, Babylon the Great.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, now we're switching to Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. It's a continuation. "And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man." Why are they going to take hold of one man? Because all hell's breaking loose. They're down to nothing. All right?
Mm-hmm.
It says, saying, "We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach." Right. So they're going to come with their own resources, their own everything. They're like, look, I got that covered. I just need your protection. I need you to look after me. Because it's dangerous out here. There's lawlessness happening. You know? And like I said, we got that that surety in mind, that presence, that our countenance is going to show that, hold on, there's something other than there. How come they don't look shaken?
By all the, you know,
everything's happening.
Yeah.
Just like we weren't shaken during the C-19 or the George Floyd riots.
Right.
All right, we're excited. Hell yeah. You know. Yeah. So that's why ultimately, matter of fact, let's get this. Isaiah 32:2. It says, "And a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land." See? And that showing what? There's all attributes of what? We're going to be that protection in the day that all hell starts breaking loose, man. When these people lose it, man. When finally these dumbass Americans start rising up, and it's going to start with Judah, all right? Who should rouse them up? All right, once Judah gets it popping, you know, the rest of the tribes are going to follow. You know, these 2/3 niggas is going to get down, man. All right? And, you know, race riots, all that's coming here upon America, Babylon the Great. Civil War, it's all about to happen, man. And like I said, the Lord has showed us little bits and pieces, but guess what? He's going to bring the whole thing together, man. And it's going to be all types of hell, pestilences, uproars of the people. You already got earthquakes in diverse places, man. All right, it's going to get real hectic out here. And these women, man, they're not tough, man. They weren't built for these type of times, man. And then these men, they're as women now, because basically Esau, even the so-called white man, has what? Cut y'all dudes nuts off, man. He's made y'all docile through food, through his like witchcrafts, like his doctrines. Okay.
Shit, I was in I was at this this Steak and Shake, man, and I seen a group of these dudes with with these women. They look like high schoolers or something like that, wearing nothing but mascara, face paint, and shit, man.
See?
You know.
And that's become what? A norm in the society, man. Wickedness is just normal. That's why. Oh man, that went cold. That's why I said the 2nd Ezra 15th chapter said what? That wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. You know.
But wickedness is at an all-time high right now, man. And hey, Yahweh Shai is getting ready to unleash hell upon these people, man. You know, and these people have been weakened through their iniquity.
Yep.
And it's always gonna when this devil is empowered, it's like this devil still being empowered.
Yep.
Everything is just gonna be more degenerate. You know, this is the level of degeneracy is at a all-time high right now, man. Yep. And it's doing nothing but what? Creating what? Weak ass men.
Yep.
All right. More wicked ass women, man.
Yep.
Just these people in general are just I forgot which I think it was the elder Kazak said this, but he said, "Hey, Babylon's nothing but a playground for these demons, man."
Yep.
You know. And when all hell breaks loose in this society, man, look, man, these people are gonna be bugging out like crazy, man. These people are the demons are gonna be unleashed upon these people, man. You know.
Yep. And especially you women, man. Women have caused a lot of death on the earth too. All right, the majority of these men that are in prison has been over at women, man, and they're okay with that, or the grave because of these fucking women, man. They'll cause because out of their own wickedness and their own selfishness, they'll be dealing with multiple dudes, and then they find out, and then they start fighting and kill each other, and then she just goes along unscathed. On to the next set of people to fuck over.
Hey, and Esau set the society up like that for shit like that to happen, man. By giving too much liberty to these women.
And what the scripture said, don't let a woman gather a bride. And they ain't supposed to be out here just doing shit. And they need to be in captivity.
Yeah, they got to be under
a man.
The complete authority under their man, man.
Yep. But you see what happens when these women, quote unquote, independent. They're free and independent. Nah, right? You're free from the law, statutes, commandments. Free from being under a man. Free from being in order. All right, these bitches can just hop rod to rod, and they don't. Like I said, this says wipe at their mouth. Let me get that real quick.
Oh, yeah.
It said, I've done no wickedness. That's why we're not gonna feel bad when we see you bitches on the side of the road, torn to pieces, man. This is Proverbs 30 and verse 20 says, "Such is the way of an adulterous woman." I'll start at verse 19. Verse 18. Proverbs 30 and 18. "There be three things which are too wonderful for me, yea, four which I know not. The way of an eagle in the air, the way of a serpent upon a rock, the way of a ship in the midst of the sea, and the way of a man with a maid. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth, and saith, I have done no wickedness." So all them things are like a question mark, right? Things that just listed. That's why that's where the scripture comes to. It's like the way of a man with a maid. You don't know between a man and his woman. You know what I'm saying? Well, just like you can't. How the fuck does this woman wipe her mouth and say she ain't done no wickedness after all the bullshit she's doing? But these women take what, zero accountability. So you marvel at a woman that's like, you did all that shit, and you really think you're right? These bitches is crazy.
And in this society, you know, Esau, he gives these people a license to sin.
Boom.
You know, and the righteous judgment isn't executed here in this land.
Yep.
So you just have a whole land of just these women, just you know,
do as thou wilt.
Yeah, this whole do as thou wilt, willed spirit, and you know, not really these people don't fear Yahweh Shema Shai, man.
Yep.
You know, because you know this Esau's empowered, man.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. That's why it says what, Proverbs 29:2, when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. When the righteous in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
Hey, these people are mourning, man. All right, these people are experiencing inflation. All right, they got a you know, Yahweh Shema Shai is plaguing this place with different types of pestilences, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hey, the love of many of these people are waxing cold, man. All right, these people are getting all types of judgment out here, man.
Yep. And that's why these proud ass women, they've also been lifted up in societies. Now they got these CEO positions, the top manager jobs, supervisors. You know, they're at these top levels, and they puff themselves up. See, anything a man can do, I can do better. That type of spirit. Nah, man.
I make more money than him.
I make more money than him. You ain't shit. You a brokey, bitch. How about I break you in 1,000 pieces? See, that's what's about to happen. There's gonna be examples, and these women are gonna quiver. And women be scared. You dealing with a lot of women, man. These women be scared. They got 1,000 camera systems. They got a big ass dog. They got all these little things for the little safety. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But even in that, 911. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna call the police.
Which at one point we're gonna come upon a point in time to where the police is gonna be obsolete, man.
Yep.
When society collapses, man. You know, hey, they Slack.
Yeah.
They're gonna want to try to call, you know, 911, and they're just gonna hear a boop, 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 boop.
We're sorry.
Just like the movie The Purge.
Yeah. All emergency systems are taken off.
Yeah.
Yeah, they turned off all the emergency systems for that.
And all these weirdos, it's nothing but serial killers and weirdos and shit just lurking around this kingdom, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
But a woman want to be proud, man. Look, man.
And look, and this was about to happen too. And you know, these women, man, they're gonna be scrounging and scraping and crawling to us, man. And that's when it's gonna even get better, because we're not gonna accept everybody. Nah, there's gonna be a lot. Get the fuck out of our face, man. The Lord gonna put a spirit on us. We're gonna know exactly who to get. All right, we're gonna get all the right ones. Hey, and guess what? The ones that don't want to act right, they're gonna be the example for the rest of what can happen. You know,
right.
And there's gonna be plenty of examples, man. And you know, but it's coming, man. These women ain't got money like that. They're living in the cars. They're keeping up their appearances somehow, some form of fashion, keeping their phone on. You know, pretending to be this and that on social media, but they're living in their cars.
Yeah.
All right, because they're too proud to get up under a man like they should be. And then most women work these punk ass jobs, and those are the jobs that are going away. The fast food stuff, these little retail jobs that don't pay shit. Majority is women that work these jobs that the robots are replacing. AI. So you become, y'all wanted this system, and the system's destroying y'all, man.
Yep.
Now feminism has, a lot of these women are starting to wake up with feminism. Like, damn, like I don't want to work. I just want to take care of my children and just be at home. Nah, see, that's what happened. This is the result.
It's gonna take a hard. Reality's gonna have to hit them, man.
Yep.
You know, for them to really wake up and understand. Because really, Esau got these women under a whole spell.
With
this you know, so-called feminism bullshit.
Yep.
So we can wrap it up. You know, so we pray that this lesson was edifying. You know, we like to give all honor and glory praise to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that teach this truth and real well. Wash Shalom to you sincere Akim that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, that's pushing this truth in sincerity and in charity. And with that, we're going to say Shalom.
Shalom.